Hello friends, welcome to my channel Go Digit. Well, before we start the video, let me give you one information that this is the third part of our dimension series which we started few weeks back. So in case you have not watched the previous two videos, then I suggest you to please watch it first to completely understand the concept of dimensions. Okay, so let's begin with the today's video. So I have already opened up the Business Central on-premise version, and let me go to the dimensions first. So let me click on this link, and now I am in the dimensions page. This is a dimension list, and I am currently having these number of dimensions in my Business Central. Okay, so as we are in the third part of this series, so in this video, we will learn one more concept of dimensions. So for that, let me click on this dimension button, and then you will see this function, which is account type default dimensions. Okay, so for those who don't know the meaning of this and what's exactly the use of it, we will learn about this function in this today's video. So friends, this is a very important function and it has a huge importance and a huge role in the posting transactions, whatever the user posts the transactions, whether it is sales or purchase or bank related or customer vendor, any entity related. If you want that that transaction should mandatory hold the dimension, then you must set up this, because there are chances that when user is posting some bit of transaction in the system and they might forget to add the dimension in their transaction, then what will happen? Then the thing is that will happen is that that transaction which which is posted by the user will not have the dimension in it. Okay, and then it will disturb your analysis data. Okay, so for that we must have to use this function to make sure that none of our transaction will exclude any mandatory dimension in our system. Okay, so for that, let me click on this function and see what will happen. It is taking a bit time. Generally it does not take much time to open up this page. Okay, so as you can see that because when I clicked on the account type default dimension, my cursor was on the area dimension list, so it opens up the account type default dimension for area dimension. Okay, so now what I want is that for, let me click here. Through this, I will check that on which table I want to set my area dimension. Okay, so it is currently working on it to open up the table ID list. So this is my table ID list. Now what I want is that for my customer transactions, for all my customer dimensions, I want to set my area dimension as mandatory. Okay, so I have input the customer table here, and if I want to set a fixed value of my area dimension, then I can set it here. Or if I do not want to fix any area dimension value, but I want that every transaction of the customer should have the area dimension, then what should I do? I will select as code mandatory. So now whenever you post any customer related transaction in the system will explicitly ask the user to input the area dimension in case they miss to input the area dimension in the transaction. Okay, now if let me select any value here as this one 30, and now and I will select the same code in the value posting field. So what does it mean? This means that for all my customer transactions, my area dimension will always be 30 because I am inputting 30 here and I've set the value posting as same code. So this suggests the system that that system will input the area dimension as 30 for all the customer transactions. Okay, but generally we do not do this, and rather than fixing the value, we set it as code mandatory and keep the dimension value code as blank here. So which I already explained to you that whenever we do any customer transaction, system will ask the user to input the area dimension. So in this manner, I have now make sure myself that none of my customer transaction will get post in the system without area dimension. Okay, so in the same manner you can select any of your dimension and set the account type default dimension. So let me give you another example. So here let me open up this and let us search the table bank account. Click OK. So let me put star here and click OK. So I want to select the table as bank account here, and now I will again select the value posting as code mandatory. So this means that whenever I'm doing any bank transaction in the business central, the business central will give me a prompt to input the department dimension because I have set it as a code mandatory. So now my all the bank transaction will at least have the department dimension in the system on the transactions. Okay, so I hope you have understood now the concept of account type default dimension and what is the use of it and how you can use this concept or the function to make sure that every transaction will at least have your mandatory dimensions. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. uh, if you like this video, I suggest you to please hit the like button, and guys please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.